Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today is going to be a really interesting one because this is something I haven't seen or heard. I mean, I didn't really look for something like this, but it's a really interesting clan boss team that we're going to see today, and that's, as the thumbnail title says, let's call it the budget Mythbuster, I guess. You know, for those of you that know the Mythbuster out there, it's made out of, you know, Cardiel, Lydia, Demetha, Seeker, and then a DPS, which usually is Ninja or Torvald, or, you know, whoever's your best DPS. So this is basically an account that has already been given away by OddOneGaming. Like, you know, somebody came to her, like Dre Oils, I have no idea, I'm just butchering the name, but he gave this account to Ivy to give away through her community. This was already given away, and she was like, you know, she was looking through the account and presented it, and then she saw the clan boss. She was like, okay, this looks pretty interesting. Let me just tell OddOne about it, as it might be something he might want to make a video on it, and definitely I want to do, because like I mentioned, it's something pretty interesting I haven't seen before. That's like, you know, like I really wanted to show, because maybe more people might want to make this type of team, but they didn't know that it can be done just by replacing one champion in the standard one with somebody else. That's gonna be a little bit unexpected, but you know what? Let's cut straight to the chase and let's talk about the team. So the team is actually replacing straight up Lydia with Apothecary. That's it. So, you know, it's because you might not have Lydia already. You might already be lucky and have Cardiel, Demetha, and whatever, but you don't have a Lydia because you didn't finish Faction Wars and you got all the other crazy good champions. Bring your Apothecary in and this team works. I have not tested or tweaked this too much, but it basically, from what I was told, is exactly like this. You cannot change too many things. Like if you change perceptions, if you change speed sets, if you change other things, just does not work. It has to be the exact speed sets, the exact speeds with perceptions, everything. So it's like you know, it's really crazy. What I'm gonna do though, in case you guys want to play with it and want to tweak some stuff, I will straight up copy this link and post it in the, hopefully I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna copy this link and post it in the description of this video. But if I don't, let me just quickly show you what I have. So it's like nothing here. Apothecary, it's double speed set plus 1 perception. Seeker is nothing. Demetha is triple speed set at that speed. Ninja is 256 with speed plus perception. Nobody has Lord of Steel. So these are like the speeds that we're gonna need for this team to work. It actually works on Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, and Brutal. It was like a tiny change that he set it up for hard, and that one is, let me show you the preset over here, not the Hydra one, but the Demon Lord. So for hard, he set up, he already has this one saved as main Unkillable. The Unkillable hard, yes, it's something changed, like, okay, he opens with the ally attack instead of opening with A2 as normally is. Nothing changed here, nothing changed here, nothing changed here, nothing changed here. So the only thing that he changed, it seems, for the sake of hard is he opens with the ally attack instead of the A1. Another quick thing that I noticed, like this is only if you care about doing the maximum crazy damage, you know, doing a 150 million on your own or whatever. It's not gonna go that crazy, but you know, if you wanna do the top damage, then on Brutal, I noticed just from the stats that I put in here, Brutal on Spirit, it seems like it falls into sync kind of never. It's a bit complicated. The thing that I noticed helps it fall into sync a little bit later is if you delay the ally attack 2 turns. If you do that, then after stage 15, everything falls into sync here, and it looks like it keeps going fine. It keeps going fine as you block or cleanse that decreased speed. So, you know, this is something in case you're curious about to see. But let's have a look at the normal presets. Then we're gonna play the run. Then I'm gonna show you again the speeds, the builds, and the masteries for everyone. So the the presets are like this. Priority A2 and priority A3, because obviously you want the block debuffs always to be there. Either to cleanse, sorry, you either want the cleanse or want the block debuffs to have it on. So that's why this one's priority. Otherwise, he prioritizes the A3. Apothecary, you don't care about the heal, you only care about the boon of speed. So prioritize this one. So always does increase speed and fills our turn meter with by 15%. This is why I was surprised, because normally, like I said, the speeds look the same, but normally Lydia and this team just brings the increased speed. So I guess maybe because he has a different speed, it works with the turn meter as well. Like, you know, it's funky, it's interesting, I like it. Then Seeker, you just open with the A1, he always does his A2 after that. Demetha, open with the A1, prioritize the A2, and then prioritize the A3, and then she's gonna do whatever she has to do. And Ninja, make sure he prioritizes the A2, and then second priority the A3. And that's about it. These are the presets. So I will be playing the run, and then we're gonna come back at the end, see what damage it did, and then we're gonna look at the builds. So see you in a bit, guys. And we are back. I mean, 89.45 million. This is a thing of beauty. Like, this is well over that one key. It works on every single affinity. So, you know, we just had Void, so I run it on Void. But works on every single affinity. The damage is insane. Ninja did 41.1 million damage. Demetha 3.7. Seeker 15.7. Even Apothecary 7.4 million. And Cardial 21.3 million. The builds are not the best in the world, not the craziest in the world. It still requires the high speeds, but there's a lot more improvement. If you're looking and if you like crazy numbers, you know, you can do something like this and make it even better with better builds. So since we're talking about the builds, let's have a look at the builds that we have on there. Let me just close this one. Okay, so the builds that we have are as follows. Cardial, he's in a toxic set. Okay, let's say this is fine, because, you know, he has a chance to keep ally attacking and counter attacking, so having him in the toxic set makes sense, because he's the one that might attack the most because of his passive. If not, you can do it, for example, on Apothecary or somebody else. I'm not sure if I would suggest 2 toxic sets. I mean, I guess depends. Just try it once with just having it on Cardial. If you see that it doesn't feel a debuff bar, try it on another one. But the stats that we have is like 180 speed, 100% crit rate, decent crit damage, 219, 3.4k attack. Nothing else. You do not care about anything else at all. And then these are the masteries, obviously going down to War Master, crit damage. Honestly, I'm not sure about this. Maybe he took these masteries for the sake of other content. Otherwise, you would take Heart of Glory for the extra 5% damage that, you know, you gain. Because it's a block damage, you never take damage on this one, and you'd get the damage pump up. Even this little 5%, it's gonna mean a lot. Then the next one is Ninja. Ninja is running in like random pieces. Again, this is something that you could improve, you know, maybe if you have better gear, or you know, if you don't, just leave it like this. The best gear for him would be obviously some crawls. You cannot take Relentless in this type of team because you cannot lose the increased speed buff that we have placed by Apothecary and extended by Demetha. So for this type of comp, do not put Apothecary in Relentless. Just put him with as much damage as you can. Again, I would not recommend going for Retaliation, which is good for this type of comps on everybody else but him, because you don't want too many counterattacks in case it might throw it off. You know, haven't tested it, so I'm not going to recommend doing that. But he's running at 256, speed 100% crit rate, again 131 crit damage, 3.9k attack, 277 accuracy. You know, the crit damage could be higher, but I guess, you know, I guess we did what we could with that high speed. Maybe the gear is not quite there yet. Masteries, again, same thing, like with the War Master and then the support tree. Guess he took Sniper and Master Hexer for the decreased defense on day one, for a chance to land, for a higher chance to land it and a chance to extend it with the Master Hexer. Then we have Demetha. I guess, again, Demetha, I guess we took the Steadfast just to try and avoid the stun going on her, you know, just in case it throws it off. But, you know, it might work even without this. But there's honestly not... There isn't anything else that we could take that could help us. So, you know, you only care about this one, going on the offense tree and taking the War Master for the sake of damage, and that's about it. She's running triple speed set because obviously it's kind of hard to hit those speeds with whatever other set. So she's running 295, no crit rate, no crit damage, no attack. You don't really care, you know, as long as if she gets the speed to get you to the tune that you want, you don't care that she doesn't get to do damage as well, because that's not what she's in there for. She's in there to make you the unkillable team. Let's see, everything else was booked. Yeah, maybe if you had, for example, if you had some of these pieces, I would even recommend just put all the revenge pieces that you have on there, even if it's just a random attack. Put 2 revenge pieces, maybe not the banner, because this might make it hard to get the speed, because look at this, we have a quad speed. But the amulet and the ring you can take in there, it gives you a little bit of chance to retaliate, and she can do that too for the sake of doing more damage, you know. Masters already show. Then we have Seeker. Seeker is another toxic set. For example, Seeker, I would recommend to put in a retaliation if you have, because, you know, he does a ton of damage. So, and maybe if you wanted to do another toxic, you could do it on Apothecary. Seeker, he smacks. If you have decent retaliation, get retaliation. If not, just get straight up damage, because Seeker can actually smack. And you're running him at 193 speed, over 100% crit rate, decent crit damage, decent attack, nothing else that you care about. Obviously, you want everybody to be booked in this team. In case you didn't realize, you definitely want everybody to be booked. And then these are the masteries. Again, see this one over here, we have Heart of Glory, again War Master, and down the support tree. This is not gonna help us with anything in this type of team, because, like, you know, the deterrence normally works in Demetha teams. However, in this one we do not take the stun. Cardial always blocks you with the block debuffs, so it doesn't really help us. But I guess, you know, it doesn't help if we go down the support tree either, so take whatever helps you for that build in any other areas of the game. And then we have Apothecary. Apothecary still didn't even finish the mastery, just took him down the offense tree, got him the Giant Slayer, and that's about it. He's booked, and he's running double speed and 1 perception, 255 speed. He doesn't have 100% crit rate, and, you know, nothing too crazy, because, like I said, Apothecary will not be the one doing crazy damage, because he's a support champion. However, if you could squeeze that toxic set on him instead of, like, maybe Seeker or anybody else, just do it. I know it's high speed requirement, but, you know, just look for toxic pieces that only have speed and go for it. If you can do it, fine. If not, it's okay. One of the ways that maybe you can try and tweak it is, like, you know, if you had a toxic and a speed set instead of this one, you could check in the optimizer to see if it works, you know, and maybe you could get him with a lot of steel and with at the right speed, and the team would work. But yeah, this is the team. This is the budget Mythbuster. It's insane. I didn't expect it. You know, I'm not the brightest when it comes to, like, how the ticks with turn meter works and all that, but I guess having him being lower speed than normally how Lydia is, I think she's like, Lydia should be 302 in the normal Mythbuster team. I think by getting him lower speed, that allows us to do the turn meter feel as well from his skill and not just, you know, the increased speed. Because normally, let's say the Mythbuster team, you could replace, instead of Lydia, you could bring Cloud Beast Feeder because he brings the same increased speed on a 3-turn cooldown. But having the option of using Apothecary is actually insane, because most people who have Apothecary, and you know what, even if you don't have Apothecary, you could replace with High Katoon, but I'm quite sure most people have an Apothecary. Because High Katoon would bring the same thing, increased speed, and 15% turn meter boost on the, you know, on the A2. On the A2 for 3 turns cooldown. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely had fun with this one. I always like to, when I see these types of teams that, you know, are outside of the box, they're thinking outside of the box, you know, they're different from the norm, and I like to showcase them because there's many of you out there that maybe have the exact champions, and or you know, maybe you want to build Mythbuster or any other team, but you're missing that one champion for the team, and this could be like the one that could be like, yes, this is what I want to build, let me do that. So thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, bye guys.